Okay, we're now streaming live, I believe, Chris?
That should, yep, we're all good.
Okay, so we still have a few things to get through before we can get started in the round. First of all, we have to reintroduce the moderating and support staff for any potential audience. Again, I'm Michael Kearney from Wisconsin. I'll be the primary moderator, and we'll go in the same order as before.
Hi, my name is Aspen. I'm a secondary moderator who will be helping Michael out during this round.
Chris? Okay, that's Chris Sloan. He is from Tennessee, and he'll be the tertiary moderator, kind of the jack of all trades in this round. And then our staff.
Tinkering with the live stream.
I'm Mariah. I'm one of your scorekeepers. I'm from Texas.
I'm David Jaffe, originally from Illinois, and I'm your other scorekeeper.
I'm Max, and I'm the timer.
Excellent, thank you. So you are watching Advanced Round 1. This is Louisiana versus Maryland versus Massachusetts. Keep checking the Sched app for upcoming sessions. Don't forget that many colloquia are pre-recorded and you can listen to them at any time. By participating in this session, you are agreeing to abide by the NJCL Code of Conduct and the guidelines which I will go over. Do not record any audio or video without express permission, especially since we're live streaming it. The moderator and the tech assistant have the authority to remind participants of the guidelines and to remove a participant from Zoom for not following the guidelines and or the NJCL Code of Conduct. Okay, first reminder, you must wait until be recognized in order to answer a toss-up, even if you appear first on your own screen. This is because you may appear differently in a different order on your own screen compared to that of our staff. To the audience, be quiet for the duration of the match with your cameras turned off. At score checks 5, 10, and 15, you're free to clap using the Zoom reactions. You may type encouraging words in the chat at those score breaks. When scores are read at 19, please only use Zoom clapping reactions so that we can speed things up. Audience members in Zoom may turn on their cameras and microphones at the end of the round. Now we're going to go to the familiar part of the round, the Aurelia passage. Aurelia, cui urbs placebat, erat naegupto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo, tredecim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant, tandem hic equus iratus domum recurre coipit, ehu. I'll now take any questions about pronunciation or the like.
Question about abbreviations. Do you pronounce periods?
I would pronounce periods. I'm not going to give you an example, but yes, I would.
Yeah, gotcha.
Anything else? Okay, seeing none, please do not do anything that may be construed as consultation, including gestures and any verbal or electronic communication with the other players, coaches, or audience members. You may not communicate with other players in any way other than by voice or in the Zoom chat. I'm to remind you also that coaches, players, and audience members, there should be no exclamations about consultation or other rules or procedures during a question in progress. If you have a question during a toss-up, you should raise your hands or use your voice to ask the question. Ideally, wait to the end of the reading if possible. Also, the moderators have discretion to make rulings during the rounds. If there is an issue, please direct it to the Certamen chair. Please be polite and respectful of our judgment. May I learn who the captains of each team is, or are, pardon me?
I'm Micah, captain of the Maryland team.
We have Dante for Massachusetts and Louisiana.
I'm Marwan. I'm captain for Louisiana.
Excellent. This is also a reminder that whoever says final answer during bonus time will be giving the final answer, even if it is not the captain. Once time is called, the next thing said by your team will be considered the final answer. Okay. Do you have any other questions before we start the round? I will, of course, read one test question or practice question just so that we make sure that everyone's tech is working all right. Okay. Are you doing the line, Aspen? Or do we have someone else to do it?
Sorry?
All right. Okay, Chris will be doing the line to determine between toss-up questions. Okay. 1 second, and then we'll get started. Okay, here we go. This is 2020 NJCL Certamen Advanced Division, Round 1. I will now read one practice question for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss-up. What Latin playwright of the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC stole the plots of his plays? Dante?
Ennius.
Ennius is incorrect. Mika?
Terence.
Terence is incorrect. I'll repeat for Louisiana. What Latin playwright of the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC stole the plots of his plays from the Greek new comic Menander to supply the plots for plays like Miles Gloriosus and Menechmi? I'll repeat. What Latin playwright of the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC stole the plots of his plays from the Greek new comic Menander to supply the plots for plays like Miles Gloriosus and Menechmi? I've read it through twice. Seeing no buzz, I'm going to call time. We were looking for Plautus. So that's no points on the practice question. And we're going to move on to toss-up 1. As soon as we get the line in place. Okay, excellent. Toss-up 1. Which of the following would not be a suitable material to use to erect a building? Lateres, saxa, lignum, facies? Luke. Lignum is incorrect. Mika?
Facies.
Facies is correct. The full list was lateres, saxa, lignum, facies, ferrum. Here's your first bonus, Maryland. Which of those words is most similar to an akinaces?
All right, can you put that in the? Okay, yep. Okay. Can you give me the list of words?
Yes, I will say them and also put them in the chat. Lateres, saxa, lignum, facies, ferrum.
Okay, so these lignum is wood, saxa is like stones, lateres are bricks, and ferrum is obviously iron. Anyone else have any idea what akinaces are?
No.
It seems like the things that could be similar to other things. So like maybe lateres.
I need an answer, please.
Lateres, final answer.
That's incorrect. We were looking for ferrum. Here's your second bonus. Which of those words is the same material as arbos?
I believe this is lignum.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with lignum.
Lignum is correct. So that's 15 points for Maryland on toss-up 1. They missed bonus 1 but got bonus 2. We'll move on to toss-up 2. Toss-up 2. In Apollonius Rhodius's Argonautica, what god accepts his mother's gift of a golden ball? Mika?
Hermes.
Hermes is incorrect. Danny?
Eros.
Eros is correct, agreeing to make Medea fall in love with Jason by shooting her with a love arrow. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. According to the Argonautica, what daughter of Melicius and sister of Ida originally made the ball as a plaything for Zeus?
Isn't it Adrastea, not Adrasteus?
Yeah. Good catch, yes.
Okay. Adrastea, final answer.
That's correct. And your second bonus? After falling in love with Jason, Medea betrayed her father by revealing how to overcome his task. Name her father, a son of Helios.
Aeetes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aeetes, final answer.
Aeetes is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 2. We'll move on to toss-up 3. Thank you. Toss-up 3. Which of the following, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Stanza, stance, stage, stall. Mika?
Stage.
Stage is incorrect. Dante?
Stall.
Stall is correct. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. Which of the following, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Supernova, novel, novelty, Villanova.
I'm thinking it's probably supernova. It's either that or Villanova. I think it's supernova.
All right.
Sure.
All right, supernova, final answer.
That's incorrect. They're all derived from the same root.
Classic.
Here's your second bonus. Which of the following, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Cross, crouton, crucify, crusade, across.
Okay. So crucify and crusade are probably the same. Cross and across. I feel like it's either crouton or across. Anyone have any input?
I don't know, but we can guess either.
Okay. Crouton, final answer.
Crouton is correct. So that's 15 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 3. They got bonus 2 but missed bonus 1. We're moving on to toss-up 4. Toss-up 4. Regulations generally prevent animal abuse in films or stage productions in the modern world, but that was not the case for the Romans. What event in ancient Rome occurred in amphitheaters and involved the hunt? Luke?
Venationes.
Venationes is correct and involved the hunting and killing of wild animals. Venatio or Venationes. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. What name is given to individuals who voluntarily or involuntarily fought animals in a venatio?
Bestiarius, right?
Would it not just be venatores?
Oh, okay.
Wait, what was it that you said? Can you type it?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like maybe either one could work. Let's just go with what you said. So bestiarius, final answer.
Bestiarius is correct, or bestiarii, your second bonus. Gladiators, too, were sometimes forced to fight to the death for entertainment. What name is given to the feast on the eve of gladiatorial combat, held for those who would fight in the arena on the next day?
I'm pretty sure it's Cana Libera. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Cana Libera, final answer.
That's correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 4. And we'll move on to toss-up 5. Toss-up 5. Responde latine. Quot orationes habuit Cicero? Mika?
Quator.
Quatuor is correct. Habuit Cicero in Catalina. Here's your first bonus. Quote oratione scripsit Cicero in Antonium.
That's a good question. Trace. Final answer.
Trace is incorrect. We were looking for quatuor decim. Here's your
Okay.
second bonus. Quote orationes habuit Cicero pro viris rosciis nomine.
Pretty sure there's only one pro Roscio, but that could be easily just completely wrong. So how many? So unum.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
That's incorrect. We were looking for duos.
Okay.
So that's 10 points for Maryland on toss-up 5. They missed both bonuses. And we'll have our score check now, please.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
After 5 toss-ups, Louisiana has yet to score, Maryland has 25, and Massachusetts has 55.
Okay, we're going to move on to toss-up 6. Toss-up 6. That the power of the emperor resided in his command of the armies had been true since the time of Augustus, but there was always a formality of having the Senate authorize actions, such as the formal acceptance of an emperor. This changed when what emperor had his arm... Dante?
Vitellius.
Vitellius is incorrect. Mika?
We're gonna go with Severus Alexander.
That's incorrect. I'll repeat for Louisiana. That the power of the emperor reside in his command of the armies had been true since the time of Augustus, but there was always a formality of having the Senate authorize actions, such as the formal acceptance of an emperor. This changed when what emperor had his army in Mesopotamia declare Clodius Albinus a public enemy in order to legitimize the war against him. I'll repeat. That the power of the emperor resided in his command of the armies had been true since the time of Augustus, but there was a formality of having the Senate authorize actions, such as the formal acceptance of an emperor. This changed when what emperor had his army in Mesopotamia declare Clodius Albinus a public enemy in order to legitimize the war against him. I've read it through. James? I need an answer, James. Nero is incorrect. This is Septimius Severus. So that's no points for any player on toss-up 6, and we'll move on to toss-up 7. Toss-up 7. Translate the following sentence into English. Summus meditati omnes matres scriptrices factas et... Mika? I need an answer, please.
We thought that all mothers were writers.
That's incorrect. Dante?
We thought that all mothers had become writers.
That's correct. So that's 10 points to Massachusetts. We'll move on to bonus 1. Translate the following sentence into English. Speravi judicem moda veritatem dictorum esse.
I hoped that the judge would only speak the truth. Does that sound good to you guys?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I hoped that the judge would only speak the truth.
Yep, that's correct. And your second bonus? Translate the following sentence into English. Loquitur magister suae filiae se mox electum iri.
The teacher says to his daughter that he will soon be chosen. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. The teacher says to his daughter that he will soon be chosen.
That's correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 7. Moving on to toss-up 8. Toss-up 8. The universities of New Mexico, North Dakota, and Washington all have mottos that feature what third declension? Dante? I need an answer, please.
Lux.
Lux is correct. What third declension antonym of tenebrae? Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. What is the Latin and English for the motto of the University of New Mexico?
I have no idea. I only buzzed because I thought they said the state of New Mexico. But
It is light the life of men. So
Lux hominum vita.
yeah, I think so.
Okay. Lux hominum vita, light the life of men. Final answer.
That's correct. And your second bonus? Give the Latin mottos of the universities of North Dakota and Washington. Please specify which belongs to each university.
Okay, Luke, do you have this?
I'm forgetting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm forgetting right now.
Does anyone else have anything?
I don't.
Okay.
No answer.
Okay, we're looking for looks at Lex for North Dakota and looks sit for Washington. That's 15 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 8. They got bonus 1 but missed bonus 2. We'll move on to toss-up 9. Toss-up 9. Lactea ubertas and patawinitas. Dante?
Livy.
Livy is correct. And patawinitas were two terms used by critics to describe the work of what historian who wrote a massive historical work that was 142 books long? Livy. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. What nickname was jokingly used by Augustus to describe Livy's nostalgia for Republican ideals?
Pompeian. Yeah, Pompeianus or Pompeian. Okay, Pompeian, final answer.
Pompeian is correct. And your second bonus, what is the Latin term for the brief summaries of individual books in Livy's Ab Urbe Condita?
Yeah, Periokai, final answer.
That's correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 9. Moving on to toss-up 10. Toss-up 10. Who, after a stranger from Asia had miraculously freed himself from chains and set the Theban palace on fire, hid himself... Dante?
Pentheus.
Pentheus is correct. Hid himself in a pine tree on Mount Kithaeron to spy on a group of Bacchants. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. Name Pentheus's mother, one of the Bacchants who rebelled on Mount Kithaeron.
Yeah, Agave, final answer.
Agave is correct. And your second bonus, what uncle of Pentheus succeeded him as king of Thebes?
Polydorus. Yeah, Polydorus, final answer.
Polydorus is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 10. And we'll have our second score check.
After 10 toss-ups, Louisiana has yet to score. Maryland has 25 and Massachusetts has 130.
Okay, we'll move on to toss-up 11. Toss-up 11. Listen carefully to the following Latin passage, which I will read twice, then responde Latina to the questions which follow. Princeps Horatius ebat, trigemina spolia prae se gerens, cui soror virgo, quae desponsa uni excoriatiis fuerat, obvia ante portam capenam fuit, cognitoque super humeros fratris paludamento sponsi quod ipsa confecerat, solvit crines et flebiliter nomine sponsum mortuum appellavit. I'll repeat. Princeps Horatius ebat, trigemina spolia prae se gerens, cui soror virgo, quae desponsa uni excoriatiis fuerat, obvia ante portam capenam fuit, cognitoque super humeros fratris paludamento sponsi, quod ipsa confecerat, solvit crines et flebiliter nomine sponsum mortuum appellavit. The question, quote spolia. Mika?
Trace.
That's incorrect. Dante?
Tria.
Tria is correct, or trigemina. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. Cui Horatius occurrit ante portam capenam?
Sorori suae. He ran into his sister and has to be dative. So yeah, sorori suae, final answer.
That's correct. And your second bonus? Cur maerebat soror Horatii.
So it's because like she had been like betrothed to one of the curiati, so we'll just use the desponsa thing. So quia desponsa uni ex curiatiis fuerat.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 11. Moving on to toss-up 12. Toss-up 12. What woman refused to consummate her marriage until her husband avenged the Taphians' Dante?
Alcmena.
Alcmena is correct. Taphians' murder of her brothers, a fact which Zeus took advantage of to assault her by extending the night to 3 times its length, impersonating her husband Amphitryon and fathering Heracles. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. When Amphitryon returned to Alcmene, having avenged her brothers, he was surprised to find that she was indifferent to him. What seer explained that Zeus had raped his wife?
This would be the man Tiresias, would it not?
Yeah.
Okay, Tiresias, final answer.
That's correct. And your second bonus? Some sources record that, at birth, Heracles was given what name, which referred to his paternal grandfather?
Alcaius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alcaius, final answer.
Alcaius is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 12. Moving on to toss-up 13. Toss-up 13. What early Latin author is famous for invoking the muses rather than the... Mika?
Livius Andronicus.
Livius Andronicus is incorrect. Dante?
Ennius.
Ennius is correct, rather than the Comena, claiming that he's a reincarnation of Homer and writing the first work of Latin literature in dactylic hexameter. Ennius, here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. What meter, which according to Ennius was sung by country divinities and ancient prophets in the earliest times, was used in the works of Gnaeus Naevius and Livius Andronicus?
This would be Saturnian verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Saturnian verse, final answer.
Saturnian is correct. Although Ennius's most famous work in dactylic hexameter was the Annales, what other work of Ennius is the first attested work of Latin literature in dactylic hexameter?
The Hediphagetica.
Yep.
Yeah, Hediphagetica, final answer.
Hediphagetica is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 13. Okay, moving on to toss-up 14. Toss-up 14. Name the tribune of the plebs who came from a family of senatorial Ethan?
Clodius Pulcher.
Clodius Pulcher is incorrect. I'll repeat for the remaining two teams. Name the tribune of the plebs who came from a family of senatorial conservatives but decided to champion reformist causes during his tribunate of 91 BC and consequently introduced a bill to grant full Roman rights to the Italian allies of Rome. I'll repeat. Name the tribune. Andrew.
Marius.
Marius is incorrect. I'll repeat for Maryland. Name the tribune of the plebs who came from a family of senatorial conservatives, but decided to champion reformist causes during his tribunate of 91 BC, and consequently introduced a bill to grant full Roman rights to the Italian allies of Rome. Micah?
Canulaeus.
Canulaeus is incorrect. So the answer we're looking for is Livius Drusus the younger or minor, with the. So that's no points for anyone on toss-up 14. And we'll move on to toss-up 15. Toss-up 15. Responde Latine. Quae pars corporis est posita inter ac... Micah?
Gnosis.
Gnosis is correct. Inter oculos. So here's your first bonus, Maryland, and I apologize if I've been pronouncing your name incorrectly before. Quae pars corporis est posita inter pedem et genu.
Oh, so this is like thigh.
Isn't it
Yeah.
between your feet and your knees?
Yeah, so thigh.
Shin.
Oh,
right?
shin. Thigh. Oh, wait, which one's the thigh and which one's the... Okay. Oh, right, thigh are the ones that are above the knee. Okay.
I don't know that. But
No,
I need an answer, please.
Cruz.
Cruz is correct. Or tibia, fibula, or sura. Here's your second bonus. Quae pars corporis est artus positus inter manum et humerum.
Okay, so this is the joint between the hand
Elbow.
and it's the elbow, which is
maybe like
what the
arcus or something. It's like arched.
Answer, please.
Genus.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
I need cubitus, cubitum, brachium, or lacertus. So that's 15 points for Maryland on toss-up 15. They got bonus 1 but missed bonus 2. And we'll have our third score check now.
After 15 toss-ups, Louisiana has yet to score, Maryland has 40, and Massachusetts has 190.
Okay, we'll move on now to toss-up 16. Toss-up 16. In Book 14 of the Odyssey, an enslaved Taphian, Masaulius, serves bread to Odysseus as he dines in the home of what man? Dante?
Eumaeus.
Eumaeus is correct. A loyal swineherd who hosts his reunion with Telemachus. Here's your first bonus, Massachusetts. What goddess, who serves as Telemachus' guide throughout the poem, directs the youth to stop at Eumaeus' home upon his return?
Athena, probably.
Yeah, Athena, final answer.
Athena is correct in your second bonus. When Odysseus meets Telemachus, the hero assumes a persona, claiming that he's a visitor from what island?
Crete, right?
Crete. Yeah, Crete.
Yeah, Crete, final answer.
Crete is correct. So that's 20 points for Massachusetts on toss-up 16. Moving on to toss-up 17. Toss-up 17. What Latin author is said to have been a successful lawyer who defended the Jewish queen? Dante. Answer, please.
Tertullian.
Tertullian is incorrect. I'll repeat for the remaining two teams. What Latin author is said to have been a successful lawyer who defended the Jewish queen Berenice, but is more well known for having been an eminent teacher of rhetoric, who educated Pliny the Younger and Tacitus and became the first state-appointed professor during the reign of Vespasian? I'll repeat. What Latin author is said to have been a successful lawyer who defended the Jewish queen Berenice, but is more well known for being an eminent teacher of rhetoric, who educated Pliny the Younger and Tacitus and became the first state-appointed professor during the reign of Vespasian? Micah.
Seneca.
Seneca is incorrect. Andrew.
Horace.
Horace is incorrect. We need Quintilian, so that's no points for any players on toss-up 17.
Moderator, is there any chance I can switch my internet connection? My internet paused in the middle of the question on the last one. Would you mind if I took a minute to change? Thank you.
Go ahead. So yeah, we'll pause for a minute or two. We're a bit ahead of schedule, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Am I back?
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. In that case, we're going to move on to toss-up 18. Toss-up 18. Translate the subordinate clause in this sentence. I had so much homework that I got up at dawn. Micah?
Ut. The Aurora. Whatever. Starem.
That's incorrect. Dante?
Ut prima luce surgerem.
That's correct. So that's 10. Pardon me. Here's your bonus one, Massachusetts. Translate this sentence into Latin using a subjunctive. I fight to protect those whom I love.
Okay. Pugno ut servem eos quos amo.
Sounds good.
Okay. Pugno ut servem eos quos amo. Final answer.
1 second, please. That's correct. Here's your second bonus, Massachusetts. What use of the subjunctive would be used to translate this sentence? I've always wondered why people like pineapples on pizza.
That would be an indirect question.
Right.
Yeah. Indirect question, final answer.
Indirect question is correct. So that's the full 20 for Massachusetts on toss-up 18. We'll move on to toss-up 19. Toss-up 19. According to tradition, where did Sextus Tarquinius flee to from Rome? Ethan? Kyra is incorrect. I'll repeat for the remaining two teams. According to tradition, where did Sextus Tarquinius flee to from Rome after it became known that he raped Micah?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. But I didn't hear an answer.
Oh, sorry. Corinth, I said.
That's incorrect. I'll repeat for Louisiana. According to tradition, where did Sextus Tarquinius flee to from Rome after it became known that he had raped Lucretia? James?
Etruria.
1 second. That's incorrect. We were looking for Gabii, which is in Latium. So that is no points for any player on toss-up 19, and we'll have our score check, please.
Before the final toss-up, Louisiana has yet to score. Maryland has 40 points, and Massachusetts has 230 points.
Okay, we'll move on to toss-up 20. Toss-up 20. For the verb conor, give both present imperative. Micah?
Conare and conamine.
That's correct. Both present imperative forms.
Oh.
Here's your first bonus, Maryland. Give the future imperative forms of the verb conor.
Oh. It's like, so it's like, you just do it like toe when you're, so you do it like toe when you're doing it. So it's like, I think it might be canator and canantor. Because you just add an O when it's not deponent. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know either.
Sounds right.
Conator and conantor.
That's correct. And your second bonus? Give all of the future active imperative forms of moneo.
Okay, so it'd be moneto and monetote. Oh, and then is there there might be like third person ones, but that might be something else that I'm thinking of. So it'd be moneto and monetote. And potentially, so I just learned how to do that.
I need an answer, please.
Money. Okay, so monito, monetote, monitor, monentor.
That's incorrect. I was looking for moneto and monetote, and then also monento. That's 15 points for Maryland on toss-up 20, and we'll have our final score check, please.
After 20 toss-ups, Louisiana did not score. Maryland had 55 points, and Massachusetts had 230 points.
Thank you. I want to thank the players for a good round and our audience members for joining us today. I also want to thank our behind-the-scenes staff especially and the convention organizers. The tech help and secondary moderator will paste the digital scoreboard into the chat right now so that you can see how your favorite teams are doing, although it won't update instantly, of course. And if you're not involved in this room in the second round, namely the intermediate round, I'd ask you to please leave the room at this point. Thanks.
Is the second round in 10 minutes?
It's scheduled to start in 10 minutes. My guess from looking at where the other rooms are, it's probably going to be a little bit late.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we finished first, more or less. Or maybe just first.
By a comfortable margin from what I can tell.
Yeah. We had fast teams and a couple go dead. I think that was the big part of it.
Well, it went really smoothly too. You did a really good job, Michael.
Thank you. We are broadcasting live. I don't know if we intend to do that right now.
We can't turn it off.
Okay.
These things are not start and stop. So
okay.
The broadcast is just going to run all the way through the novice round without.
David, do you know what we do with the score sheet?
I think we just need to share them with Austin and Shannon, as far as I remember.
Hold on, Shannon's right here.
Yes, you just send them to us. Yeah, I'm married to a moderator. Now you know how I got this job. But we would like you to share them via Google Docs. We're going to amass them all in one place.
I think this is Austin's.
Thank you.
And Shannon's is S. We can share it in a sec. Maybe I shouldn't put that in the chat.
So for this upcoming round, I'm taking Aspen's job effectively. We're swapping. Or are we doing a triple swap?
Depends on what y'all want to do.
You're muted that right now, Chris, if you're intending to speak. I will send you the naming scheme to paste into the chat, Aspen, because I think that was helpful. Or the message that I sent.
Sorry, I split the chat and the video part disappeared behind the chat.
Okay.
Aspen, are you reading the next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I taking over her job or are you taking?
Yeah, you guys just flip back and forth and I'll just keep the buzzer thing going.
Excellent. That was very
Thanks,
helpful.
guys. Was when I remembered to do it.
You were quite prompt, I think.
Once I got into the rhythm there, it was fine. You were politely just sitting there quietly a couple times waiting on me.
I would have said something eventually, but I didn't think it was necessary right away. We were in no hurry since we were moving along at a good pace.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't realize how fast I would have to be at pasting things.
When they answer quickly, you have to be ready quickly, I guess, is also part of it.
Your pasting was snappy. I thought you were on point there.
Okay, so I'm just going to read the title out to you. This is 2020 NJCL Certamen Intermediate Division Round 1.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We are streaming though, so we shouldn't read the practice yet.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're quite clear.
Perfect.
I will be back in 1 second. I don't think we're going to start right away anyway.
I'm pretty sure you've got a few minutes.
Okay.
So Michael, you're out the next round. Is that what I heard?
Yes, because there's 2 additional rounds in novice. I'll be reading for one of those.
All right.
So I think we go from 3-man teams to 2-man teams almost across the board, which makes our job that bit tougher.
So who is moderating this round?
Me.
Cool, thank you.
And then Chris will be the next round.
Do you know what the teams are?
The teams will be Wisconsin, North Carolina, and Ohio.
Okay, we're supposed to feel free to get set up for our next round according to Jenny, but that's not the go ahead.
Are we supposed to be letting people in, or?
I don't see why we shouldn't necessarily, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I think we can admit them. We're gonna have to go over the naming scheme probably once everyone is in, but
Hopefully that'll just be a round one thing, and then everybody will be all set.
okay, I'm gonna admit all then, I think.
Thank you, thank you.
You can tell them what's going on.
Hi, everyone.
We're gonna have to go over the naming scheme probably once everyone is in, but
Okay, be a round one thing, and then everybody will be all set.
okay, I'm gonna admit all then, I think.
Thank you, thank you.
You can tell them what's going on.
Hi, everyone.
We're gonna have to go over the
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go over how we're going to name ourselves this round. So I'm just going to read out the instructions to you. Click on the ellipses in the upper right-hand corner of your box, and then use this convention. So each player should change their Zoom name to their 2-letter state abbreviation or wild card team designation, which doesn't apply to you, plus a number 1 through 4 followed by their first name. And then captains should add an asterisk at the end of their name. Everyone should feel free to add pronouns, but please do so in English rather than in Latin.
And we've given you that in the chat as well for reference. Please make sure to use the square brackets, for example, Nicholas from Ohio, just so we can sort you alphabetically if necessary.
Yeah, please use the square brackets. Don't use the squiggly ones, or don't use parentheses. Use the square brackets.
For me, I can't find the 3 dots in the top right corner.
So when you hover over the video of yourself, there should be a button that says mute and one with 3 dots.
We do also need your last names as well.
Yes, so that looks great. Anushka, did I pronounce that correctly? Okay. And then, okay, Nicholas. All right, now I have your last name. Are we still waiting? Who are we waiting on?
Looks like we're missing one from Wisconsin who's not named. Wisconsin 1. From North Carolina, I only see North Carolina 1 and 2. And then Ohio. Don't see anyone at the moment. Oh, I see Nicholas, Ohio 4. So we're waiting on probably 5 players.
Okay.
I'm a solo.
Okay, you're alone.
And for NC, it's just us 2.
Okay, so we're just missing one from Wisconsin?
She's here now.
Okay, awesome.
I've seen her name. I have one quick question. My audio keeps lagging where I am, so is it okay if I move to a different room?
Yeah, of course. Do what you need to do.
And I would add that if something pops up during the round where you think you might need to adjust your connection, we can certainly take a couple of minutes and give you the opportunity to do that. Just give us a heads up and let us know. We had it happen in the last round and it didn't impact our pace at all.
Are we allowed to click buzz to make sure it just works?
Yes, we'll do a buzzer check in a minute. I just want to wait until she moves to the room that she's going to.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. My bad.
No, it's okay. So we still have some other pregame stuff to go over. Is everyone ready to do that? Sorry, can I have a thumbs up if you're ready? 1, 2. So I think that's everyone, right? Speak up if you're not ready. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are good to go. I'll move on with the rest of the pregame things. So now that we've all renamed ourselves appropriately, we're going to do the buzzer check. So can I have all of Wisconsin buzz? That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Can I have North Carolina? That's 1 and 2. Great. And Ohio. Perfect. Okay. I'm just going to look and make sure that you all have a functional camera. Can I, wait, I think you already have your cameras on. Yes, that is true, I believe. So I think we're good to go on that. Thank you. And I'm just going to remind you now that you may not have other electronic devices, books, or notes near you. You are allowed to have open one blank unshared doc or a blank piece of paper to write on during rounds. And so now I'm going to go on and reintroduce all of the moderating staff. So my name is Aspen, and I'll be the primary moderator who's reading this round.
I'm Michael. I'll be the secondary moderator. I'm originally from Wisconsin myself, and I'll be doing basically the pasting of questions for this round.
I'm Chris Sloan, originally from Tennessee, and I will be putting in the breaks between questions and also just reading along and helping Aspen and Michael as needed.
I'm Mariah. I'm one of your scorekeepers. I'm from Texas.
I think you're on mute, David.
How about now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. My name is David. I'm originally from Illinois, and I'll be your second scorekeeper this round.
My name is Max. I'm originally from California. I actually still am from California, and I will be keeping time.
Okay. So I think we're ready to proceed to the next step. So I'm just going to instruct the audience now to turn off all cameras and microphones that are capable of making noise. And also for the coaches, please send a private message to the secondary moderator if you have a challenge or concern with a question. And this is an important reminder for the players. So you have to wait until recognized in order to answer a toss-up as usual, even if you appear first on your screen. The order on your screen will be different from the screens on the Certamen staff. So you'll want to make sure you're waiting until you're recognized to make sure that you actually are first. And for the Zoom audience, make sure that you're being nice and quiet for the duration of the round with your cameras turned off. At score checks 5, 10, and 15, you are free to clap using the Zoom reactions, and you can type encouraging words in the chat at those score breaks as well. When scores are read at 19, only Zoom clapping reactions can be used. Also, audience members in Zoom may turn on their cameras and microphones at the end of the round. And so now we'll go on with the Aurelia passage, which I will read, and then I'll also paste it into the chat. All right. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. 30 ludos magnos Ioves in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurrere quiepit. Ehiu. Does anybody have questions about pacing or pronunciation?
Do you want us to do hard C's like or Kikero or Cicero?
Like, it doesn't matter how you pronounce it as long as you're consistent all the way throughout.
Okay.
Will you guys be automatically pasting the questions in the chat, or will you do it upon request?
So we'll be automatically pasting the questions in the chat for every single bonus question. So you shouldn't have to ask, but if we forget and you want it, then make sure you tell us. So we'll do that for you.
Yeah.
That should happen simultaneous with the reading.
Yes, absolutely.
When you call on us, will you say like WI1? Is that how you do it? Or like?
So I'll say your names usually.
Okay.
So Ria, is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah, that's right.
Henna, did I get that right? Great. I already tried Anushka's, and I think I know how to pronounce everybody else's. This is another important reminder for our players. Please don't do anything that may be construed as consultation, including gestures and any verbal or electronic communication with other players, coaches, or audience members. You may not communicate with other players in any way other than by voice in Zoom or by the Zoom chat. Also, there shouldn't be any exclamations about consultation or other rules during a question in progress. If players have a question during a toss-up, raise your hands or use the voice to ask the question. Also, coaches, to our coaches, players, and audience members, moderators do have the discretion to make rulings during rounds. If there's an issue, feel free to direct it to the Certamen chair, and please be polite and respectful of our judgment. And now I'll find out who our team captains are. So we have Nicholas from Ohio, Nolan from North Carolina, and Henna from Wisconsin. Is that right? Okay. Also, for bonus questions, whoever says final answer will be giving the final answer, whether it's the captain or not. And once time is called, the next thing said by the team will be considered the final answer. So just keep that in mind when you're doing bony. And then finally, do you have any questions?
Are you going to read a practice question also?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone else before we start? Okay. I think it sounds like everybody else is okay. Just remember to have fun this round. Do we have the go-ahead yet?
We do not as of yet.
Okay. So we're just going to sit tight until we have the go-ahead. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being patient with us. We're still waiting for the go ahead, so just keep waiting.
I have another question. So for dates, are you gonna say like 200, like 2 BC or 202 BC? Like,
So I usually say 202 BC rather than like 202 BC.
okay.
This is a great time for questions if you have them, so ask away.
If we run out of space, like on our notepad, can we use another page or no?
The instructions only say one, but
Okay.
that I don't see one. That seems kind of unreasonable if you ran out of space. What do you think, other moderators?
Seems fine.
I think we're totally fine with it. Just make sure that you're using like a blank piece of paper with nothing on it, no writing, no materials, notes, anything like that.
Presumably, a doc can expand indefinitely, so why not have your paper be able to do the same?
I don't think they've invented that yet. Or maybe they have like erasable paper. Sorry, y'all. We're still waiting for the go ahead, but
We just
wanted to
got
let
it.
you know. Oh, we did. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So I will proceed with the round with the practice question first.
Let's make sure everyone's still here, I think, given the delay.
Yeah, that's true. Can I just have everyone actually like buzz in the chat just so I can count you? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's everybody, I believe. So I'll go on with the practice question in that case. Okay. I will read one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect. Oh, sorry. There are no lines. I'm just going to put that in and redo that because I got confused. Okay. I will read one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss-up. Differentiate in meaning between the Latin verbs haereo and haurio. Henna.
Haurio is to drink and hyreo is to stick.
That is correct. So we'll go on with the boni for Team Wisconsin. Bonus 1. Differentiate in meaning between the Latin verbs lego and lego.
Lego is to bind and Lego is to read.
Okay. Lego is to read and Lego is to bind. Final answer.
That is correct. And bonus 2. Differentiate in meaning between the Latin verbs cresco and creo.
So cresco is to grow and creo is to believe, right?
No, creo is to make, right?
Yeah.
Create.
Cresco is to grow and creo is to make. Final answer.
That is correct. So 20 brownie points on the practice question. And now we're going to move on to the actual round. So this is 2020 NJCL Certamen Intermediate Division Round 1. Toss-up 1 for any player on any team. What derivative of a Latin word meaning fight means disgusting or distasteful? Ria.
Pugnacious.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Anushka.
Repugnant.
Oh, sorry, same team. Nolan. It's I need an answer, please. And no answer.
I think he's trying to speak.
Oh, repugnant is correct. So that's 10 points for. Sorry?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Sorry, my mic wasn't working. There we go.
Nope, it's okay. We're going to have technical difficulties that we're going to have to get through. So the full question, what derivative of a Latin word meaning fight means disgusting or distasteful? The answer that we were looking for was repugnant here. So that's 10 points on the toss-up. And here is bonus 1. What derivative of a Latin word meaning place means to move something away from its original position, usually of bones?
Usually of bones.
Bones.
I was gonna say relocate, but bones.
Try it, I guess.
Dislocate. It's probably dislocate.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's go. Dislocate. Final answer.
Dislocate is correct. And here's bonus 2. What derivative of a Latin word meaning smoke means a fragrant liquid used as a cosmetic?
It's probably perfume.
Okay, yeah.
Perfume. Final answer.
Perfume is correct. So that's 20 points for North Carolina on toss-up 1. We'll move right on to toss-up 2. Toss-up 2 for any player on any team. Who led 2 forays into Britain while he governed Gaul, which he brought under full Roman control by defeating such groups as Ria?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar is correct. The full question, who led 2 forays into Britain while he governed Gaul, which he brought under full Roman control by defeating such groups as the Helvetii, Suevi, Eburones, and Arverni, the last under the command of Vercingetorix. Bonus 1. What leader of the Eburones was freed by Caesar from dependence on the Atuatuki, but in 54 BC led the troops of Titurius Sabinus into a trap?
I think this is Ambiorix.
Okay. Are you sure? 54?
Yeah.
Okay. Ambiorix, is that what you want me to go with? Ambiorix, final answer.
Ambiorix is correct. Moving on to bonus 2. At what battle did Caesar defeat and capture Vercingetorix?
Alesia.
Alesia, final answer.
Alesia is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up 2, and we'll go on to toss-up 3. Here's toss-up 3 for any player on any team. For the sentence, predators followed their prey for several days at a time, give the form of sequor that would be needed. For the sentence, predators follow their prey for several days at a time, give the form of sequor that would be needed. Nolan.
Sequiuntur.
Can you please spell your answer? I'm sorry, that's not correct. Henna?
Sequiuntur.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I've read the question twice.
Hang on. I think the Ohio player might have gotten kicked from the room somehow. Nicholas Stannis, was he the Ohio player?
Yes.
Okay, he's gotten kicked and needs to be readmitted. I don't know what the issue is.
Okay.
So I think you'll have to reread it for him
Okay, so
once we figure out the issue. I just admitted.
My internet went out. It's back on now.
that's okay. So the other teams buzzed in and were incorrect. So we're going to reread the question one last time for you. Does that sound good?
Thank
you. So, toss-up 3. For the sentence, predators follow their prey for several days at a time, give the form of sequor that would be needed. Nicholas.
Sequus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So what we were looking for here was sequiuntur with 2 U's in a row instead of U-I-U. So
could we have Nicholas rename himself again with the brackets?
Let's make some time for that right now. Nicholas, would you mind renaming yourself according to the conventions if you remember them?
So square brackets, your state, and then your number.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So with that, we'll move on to toss-up 4. Here's toss-up 4 for any player on any team. While passing by Sicily in the Aeneid, the Trojans see what monster still nursing Nicholas?
Scylla.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Nolan?
Charybdis.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other team. While passing by Sicily in the Aeneid, the Trojans see what monster, still nursing the wound that Odysseus had inflicted on him, washing the blood from his hollowed-out eye socket. Alexander.
Polyphemus.
Polyphemus is correct. So that's 10 points on toss-up 4, bonus 1. Next, Aeneas's crew does not sail through the Strait of Messina in order to avoid what 2 monsters that guarded the Narrows?
Scylla and Charybdis.
Scylla and Charybdis, final answer.
Yes, Scylla and Charybdis is correct. And bonus 2, soon after, Virgil tells the story of what river, which supposedly chased a water nymph to Sicily by flowing under the sea from Greece?
I think this is Arethusa.
Arethusa. Right. Okay. Arethusa. Final answer.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. So we were looking for Alphaeus here. So that's 15 points on 4. We'll move on to 5, after which we'll have the score check. Toss up 5 for any player on any team. Translate this sentence into English. Kara mihi es. Translate this sentence into English. Kara mihi es. Ria.
You are dear to me.
You are dear to me is correct. And here's bonus 1. Translate this sentence into English. Kur non ei credit.
Why don't you believe him?
Oh, it's not you because it's third person.
Oh.
Why does he not believe him?
Yeah.
Why does he not believe him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does he not believe him? Final answer.
Why does he not believe him is correct. And bonus 2. Translate this sentence into English. Labora vimus multas horas.
We worked
So
for
for many hours.
For many hours. Yeah. We worked for many hours. Final answer.
We worked for many hours is correct. And we'll do the score check after 5 now.
After 5 questions, Ohio has yet to score. North Carolina has 20 points. Wisconsin has 55 points.
Awesome job, everyone. And so with that, we'll move right along to toss-up 6. Toss-up 6 for any player on any team. Inspired by his beauty, the gods carried off what brother of Ilus and Assaracus to Olympus, forcing him... Alexander?
Ganymede.
Ganymede is correct, forcing him to become Zeus's cupbearer. Bonus 1. What goddess did Ganymede replace as Zeus's cupbearer?
Hebe, right?
Right? Hebe, final answer.
Hebe is correct. And bonus 2. What did Zeus send to Ganymede's father as recompense for the loss of his son?
Divine horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Divine horses, final answer.
1 second. Okay, so for now, we're just gonna move on, but we're checking on that answer for you and we'll get back to you. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Of course. So moving on to toss-up 7, once I get...
Tell him the answer that it was asking for.
Oh, the answer it was asking for was mares, specifically a pair of mares or a golden grapevine. Okay, so we decided to accept the answer. So that's 20 points on 6. Okay, so here's toss-up 7. Toss-up 7 for any player on any team. Consider the sentence architecta perita Athenis habitat. What case is Athenis? Ria.
Locative.
Locative is correct. Here's bonus 1. The locative case is typically found with the names of cities, towns, and small islands. There are, however, a number of other words that have a locative form. Domus and rus are the usual suspects. What feminine noun, meaning ground or earth, also has a locative form?
Humus, right? Yeah.
Humus, yeah.
Humus, final answer.
Humus is correct. In bonus 2, although it is usually reckoned as an ablative of time, what third declension noun is literally translated in the locative as in the evening?
Is it Vesperies? Or I don't know. I know it's Vesper, but I don't know what.
So it's ablative, right? So maybe it is.
I think go with Westbury. I feel like that's.
Yeah,
I mean,
think, yeah, Westbury.
Westbury or Westbury's, Ria? Which one?
I mean, it's singular, so I would. I mean, what do you think?
I think it's Westbury.
Westbury. Okay.
Okay.
Westbury, final answer.
Westbury is correct. So that is 20 points on 7, going on to toss-up 8. Here's toss-up 8 for any player on any team. What gluttonous general lost favor with the people by proclaiming himself Germanicus Imperator and alienated much of the military by humiliating Otho's defeated soldiers, thus leading his swift downfall in 69 AD? Nolan.
Vitellius?
Vitellius is correct. Here's bonus 1. Which of Vitellius's commanders attempted to betray him, but was deposed by his own troops at Hostilia?
I have no idea because I didn't know who this person is.
I don't know anything else about him other than that he was the third one of 69 AD. So no answer.
So what we were looking for here was Caecina, or Aulus Caecina. But we'll go on to bonus 2. So here's bonus 2. Where did a demoralized Vitellian army crumble before the Danubian troops of Antonius Primus?
Any ideas?
Well, we could probably guess like a city or a region so we could get something. So it's near the Danube. So
let's just go with that.
Do we know, like...
I need an answer, please.
The Danube.
The Danube.
I'm sorry, the Danube is not correct, but always a solid guess. So we're looking for Cremona or Bedriacum here. So that's 10 points on 8. And we'll go on to 9. Toss up 9 for any player on any team. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quae femina sub arbore mori se necavit quod coniunx suus quoque est mortuus sub eadem arbore. I'll repeat. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quae femina sub arbore mori se necavit quod coniunx suus quoque est mortuus sub eadem Nolan?
Thisbe?
Thisbe is correct. Est mortuus sub eadem arbore. Bonus 1. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quis erat amator herois qui est mortuus natando?
It's probably Pyramus, right?
Yeah.
Pyramus, final answer?
I'm sorry, we were looking for Leander.
Oh.
We'll go on to bonus 2. Here's bonus 2. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quis erat maritus suces qui vetuit uxorem se conspicere?
Do you know who Psyche's husband was?
No. Oh wait, wasn't it Eros or something?
You could try.
Go for it.
Eros, final answer?
Yes, Eros is correct. So that's 15 points on toss-up 9. And we'll move on to toss-up 10, after which we'll do the score check. Toss-up 10 for any player on any team. Translate into Latin, my love for school is small. Alexander.
Meus amor est parvus. I don't know.
Is that your complete answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Nicholas?
Meus amor ludo est parvus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Nolan?
Meus amor ludi est parvi.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So what we have here is meus amor scolae parvis est. So no points on 10.
Probably
but-
could have been Solite, but what they were looking for was the objective genitive. So love for school, it's literally love of school, but
you would use a genitive case there.
These are the acceptable answers. If you had given par was instead of par we, you would have been right, Nolan.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for clearing that up. So now we'll proceed with the score check.
After 10 questions, Ohio has yet to score. North Carolina has 45 points. Wisconsin has 95 points.
So awesome job, everyone. And we'll move on to toss-up 11. Toss-up 11 for any player on any team. The Valerio-Horatian laws, the Lex Hortensia, the Lex Canuleia, and the recognition of the tribunate were all results of what plebeian act? Ria?
The secession of the plebs.
The secession of the plebs is correct. What plebeian action that was probably their most powerful tool in securing rights from the patricians? Here's bonus 1. How many plebeian secessions are recorded between 494 and 287 BC?
5.
Okay. 5. Final answer.
5 is correct. And bonus 2. In what year did the plebeians secede for the second time in protest of the abuses of the decemviri?
I don't know.
Okay, well, just take your best guess out a year. It's probably in.
The first one's
I need an answer, please.
442. I don't know.
442 BC. Final answer.
I'm sorry, we were looking for 449 BC, so you were oh so close. But in any case, on to toss-up 12. Toss-up 12 for any player on any team. Listen carefully to the following Latin passage that involves a lacerta, or lizard, which I will read twice, then responde latine to the questions that follow. Ursa in ripa fluminis lacertae maximi occurrit. Lacerta, quae in flumine natabat, famem habebat, et dentes maximos et terribiles. Dixit lacerta ursae, in flumen intra et nata mecum. Ursa, timens dentes maximos lacertae magnamque sapientam habens, recusavit. I'll repeat. Ursa in ripa fluminis lacertae maximi occurrit. Lacerta, quae in flumine natabat, famem habebat, et dentes maximos et terribiles. Dixit lacerta ursae, in flumen intra et nata mecum. Ursa, timens dentes maximos lacertae magnamque, sapientam habens, recusavit. The question, quid lacerta ursum facere hortabatur? I'll repeat. Quid lacerta ursum facere hortabatur? Ria.
Nata mecum.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I've read the question twice, and if there are no other buzzes, I'm going to call time. So here we were looking for intrare, influmen, or natara secum.
Wait, so we have to give the exact words, I'm guessing, from the passage?
Yeah, so since the question was asked in Latin and asked you to answer in Latin, it's asking you to answer specifically in grammatically correct Latin. So we would need the infinitive here because it was what was the lizard being encouraged? They were being encouraged to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry about that, yeah.
No, it's okay. So moving on to toss-up 13. Toss-up 13 for any player on any team. What two-word Latin phrase, often conjoined into a single English word, is used to describe a period in American history in the South prior... Alexander?
Antebellum.
Antebellum is correct. In American history in the South prior to 1860. Bonus 1. What two-word Latin phrase is the title of a comic strip from 1992, similar to Far Side, where individual strips do not necessarily follow one another in a cohesive narrative, but highlight an individual gag?
Non sequitur.
Okay. Non sequitur, final answer.
I'm sorry, we were looking for non sequitur, and we specifically need that form of it since it's a phrase. So bonus 2, if perhaps you did not much care for the previous question, that's fine. There's no accounting for taste after all. What Latin phrase means there is no accounting for taste?
I'm gonna mess this up. De gustibus non est disputandum, I think.
No, I think it's non disputandum est, but yeah, same thing. So de gustibus non disputandum est, right?
Yep.
De gustibus non disputandum est. Final answer.
That is correct. So that's 15 points on 13. Here's toss-up 14 for any player on any team. Who, on the same day as he was born on Mount Selene, Nicholas?
Hermes.
Hermes is correct. Who, on the same day as he was born on Mount Selene, killed a tortoise to create the first 7-stringed lyre and stole his half-brother Apollo's cattle? That is Hermes. Bonus 1. What woman was Hermes' mother?
Maya. Final answer.
Maya is correct. And bonus 2. Mount Selene stands in what region of Greece, which is generally depicted in mythology as an idyllic location and the home to satyrs such as the god Pan?
The center. Final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we're looking for Arcadia here. So we'll move on to toss-up 15, after which we'll do the score check. So here's toss-up 15 for any player on any team. What Roman fertility festival took place on the 15th of Nicholas?
Saturnalia.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Ria?
Liberalia.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat. What Roman fertility festival took place on the 15th of February? What Roman... Nolan.
Bacchanalia?
Bacchanalia is not correct. So we're looking for Lupercalia here. The full question being what Roman fertility festival took place on the 15th of February? And we'll do the score check.
After 15 questions, Ohio has 15 points, North Carolina has 45 points, Wisconsin has 125 points.
Okay, awesome job, everyone. So we'll move on to the last segment of this round. Toss-up 16 for any player on any team. Distinguish in meaning among claimants, clom, and clomo. Distinguish in meaning among claimants, clom, and clomo. Nolan.
So claimants is shouting, clomo is to shout, and then clom is stealthily or silently.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Nicholas?
Claimings is shouting. Clamo is I shout, and then clom is shout.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. And there are no other buzzes, and I've read the question twice. So there are no other buzzes. I'm going to call time. So here, claimings is merciful, clom is secretly, and clomo is to shout. So no points on 16, but there's still 4 other toss-ups on the line here. So toss-up 17 for any player on any team. Before being reincarnated, souls would forget their past experiences by drinking the... Alexander?
The Lethe River.
The Lethe is correct. The waters of what underworld river? That is the Lethe. Bonus 1. The Lethe was one of the underworld's 5 rivers. On which of the other underworld rivers did the gods swear oaths?
6.
Styx, yeah. The Styx, final answer.
The Styx is correct. And bonus 2, which of the other underworld rivers, sometimes considered a tributary of the Styx, was the river of wailing?
I think that's Rhea, you said Phlegethon, right? Okay, Rhea, you're muted. I can't.
Yeah, you're muted, Rhea.
Oh, I think it's Acheron, I think. But it might be, I'm not sure. Ugh.
Actually, no, I think it might be Acheron, yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
Phlegethon
think
is right. I think Acheron might be the best chance.
Yeah, it's Acheron.
Acheron? Okay. Acheron, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we were looking for the Cocytus here.
Oh.
They're very similar.
Yes. So that's 15 on 17, and we'll go right on to toss-up 18. Toss-up 18 for any player on any team. For the verb sumo, give the second person singular present active imperative. Alexander.
Sume?
Sume is correct. Bonus 1. Change that to the plural.
Sumita.
Yeah, Sumita.
Sumita, final answer.
Sumita is correct. And bonus 2. Give the second person singular present active imperative of fakio.
Wait, did you say singular or plural?
Fak.
It's just flock.
Yeah, it's just Fak.
Yeah.
Fak, final answer.
Fak is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up 18. And we'll go on to 19, and we'll do the score check before the final toss-up after 19. Toss-up 19 for any player on any team. Who founded the cult of Fides, enacted a law of parricide which required Nolan?
Numa Pompilius.
Numa Pompilius is correct. Enacted a law of parricide which required punishment by Scianes Dolo, built the Regia, and added 2 months to the year, all with the advice of the nymph Egeria. That is Numa Pompilius. Bonus 1. From what Sabine town had the Romans summoned Numa to be their king?
Is it Etruria or Trust? Maybe Etruria?
I think it's Etruria.
Yeah, Etruria, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So it's Cures. And bonus 2. What grandson of Numa was also a king of Rome?
Is it Ancus?
What?
Is it Ancus?
I think. I'm not really sure, but if that's a good guess, then yeah.
Because the next one's Tullus Hostilius.
Yeah.
And then it's Ancus, and then it's Tarquin Priscus. So let's go with Ancus. Ancus, final answer.
Can I have more information, please?
Ancus Marcus, or Ancus Marcius.
Yes, that is correct. So we'll do the score check before the final toss-up.
After 19 questions, Ohio has 15 points, North Carolina has 60 points, Wisconsin has 160 points.
Okay, awesome job, everyone. So we'll move on to the last toss-up of the round. So here's toss-up 20 for any player on any team. Which of the following, if any, is not derived from the same root as the others? Confusion, refund, fuselage, profuse. John Paul.
Fuselage.
Fuselage is correct. So here's bonus 1. Give all 4 principal parts and the meaning of the Latin verb at the root of the other words, which are confusion, refund, and profuse.
Is it Fundo?
I have absolutely no clue, but I mean, sounds right.
Fundo. What do you think as a guess for third and fourth? Unless you think it changes.
I don't think it's.
I need an answer, please.
No full answer now.
So here we are looking for fundo, fundere, fudifusum, which means to pour. So bonus 2. What English derivative of fons means a receptacle for holy water?
Fountain?
I think I should know this. Oh my gosh.
I feel like it's fountain, but maybe that's too simple. I don't know.
I would just go for it because I can't think of anything else.
Fountain, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. But 1 second, let me communicate with my moderators. Okay, so we're not going to accept fountain. What we were looking here was font.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
F-O-N-T font. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
So let's do the score after the final toss-up now.
After 20 questions, Ohio had 15 points, North Carolina had 70 points, and Wisconsin had 160 points.
Okay, awesome job, everyone. Thanks so much for playing. I want to thank the players for a good round and our audience members for joining us today. I also want to thank our behind-the-scenes staff and the convention organizers, also the tech help and secondary moderator. We'll paste the digital scoreboard into the chat right now so you can see how your favorite teams are doing. Okay, that is the end of intermediate round 1.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
You were first.
Henry and Emily were in the hunt there for a while, but we lapped them around question 11.
It's a big dub for us, honestly.
So does the 5-second time limit, does that only apply to when they've buzzed in and they're about to answer a toss-up, or does that also apply to 5 seconds after you've read the question twice?
So I usually also time 5 seconds after the question twice.
Okay.
And I usually just count in my head like 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. But I've also been listening to the things you've been sending me, which have been super helpful, by the way. So thank you.
All right, I guess I'm going to go ahead and admit everybody.
Okay, I'm taking my leave and going to my room for novice. So,
All right,
good luck.
job. Thanks for the help. Before I let him in, Aspen, are you good to do both the question breaks and the cutting and pasting? Aspen?
Oh, I was on mute. I can do both of those things.
Okay, cool. So as everybody's coming in, we just finished our intermediate round. We were ahead of pretty much all the other rooms. So it's going to be a few minutes before we are ready to start. But there's one instruction that we'll go ahead and start on, and we can give it to other folks as they come in the room. I'm pasting it in the chat, but it's instructions on how to change your name. And make sure you use the square brackets for this purpose. But change your name to put your 2-letter state abbreviation plus any bold or purple designations, which I think we have one in this round, or wildcard designations, plus a number 1 through 4, and then followed by your name. And the captain should add an asterisk at the end of their name. And you are welcome to add pronouns in English if you would like at the end as well. And yes, as the New Hampshire coach did, it's also helpful if you're a coach in the room to name yourself that way. If you are in here as an alternate, that's fine. Just you don't need to give yourself a player number for that particular purpose. So just so I know how many we're expecting, Georgia folks, I see 3 players. Are you guys expecting a 4th?
Yes.
Okay. And then I see for New Hampshire, 1, 2, I see 2 for New Hampshire so far. How many are you all expecting?
We're expecting 4. I think one of them is still changing their name right now.
That's fine. And then same question for, I think it was Georgia. Or sorry, Louisiana's the other team. Louisiana, how many are you folks expecting? Or did I just make that up? Is it Maryland? Let me look and see.
I think it's Maryland.
Yeah, sorry, Maryland.
Me.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm the only player on my team.
Okay, great. That makes things easy. I approve of your first name.
I think one of the New Hampshire players, he says that he's in the waiting room right now.
Oh, I will take care of that.
Olive purple team is here. Georgia.
Thank you for letting me know. Yep, it's in there. I know the instructions said first name, but if you could put your full name in there, that would be helpful. I'm going to be right back.
Christian, could you add your last name, please? Thanks.
Sorry. So just to make sure I get names right, from New Hampshire, is that Srisa?
That's perfect.
And then Krish or Krish?
Krish.
Thank you. Let's see if there's any others I need to ask. Srinidhi for Georgia?
Srinidhi.
I'm sorry, say that one more time, please.
Srinidhi.
Srinidhi. Got it. Okay, I think I can handle those. Well, since we've got everybody, I'm going to go ahead and run through the rest of the pregame stuff. Although, as I mentioned, it's probably going to be a little while before we get started because I know some of the other rooms are still finishing up the intermediate round. We've already taken care of the naming. So we're going to do a buzzer check. So if I can have all of the Georgia players signal, please. I see 2 and 3, and there's 1. Great. And let's have the New Hampshire players signal, please. I need New Hampshire 1. Great, thank you. And then if we could have the Maryland player. Great, okay, that worked just fine. Let's just for an initial check, let's have everybody turn their cameras on, please. I just need to make sure that everybody has a working camera. Okay, cool, that worked. So we're all square there. A couple of reminders, just remember that you can't have any other electronic devices, books, or notes near you or in view for purposes of this. You can have one blank unshared document or a blank piece of paper that you can write on during the round. We'll do a few introductions. So I am Chris Sloan and I'll be moderating this round, and this will be Novice Division Round 1. I will turn it over to our other moderator for the round, Aspen, to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aspen Bombardo, and I'll be the secondary moderator for this round, just helping Chris out.
And then we have 2 scorekeepers. Max, you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Max. I'm actually not a scorekeeper. I'm a timer.
Oh, sorry, right.
I'm from California.
And then David is one of our scorekeepers.
My name is David, originally from Illinois, and I will be keeping score.
And then our other scorekeeper is Mariah.
I'm Mariah, and I'm from Texas, your other scorekeeper.
Great. So for the coaches and the any alternate players who are in the room and not playing, make sure to turn your cameras and microphones off. Coaches, if there is a challenge or a concern during the round, you should private message Aspen and she will communicate with me as needed. But please make those private messages and then Aspen will make sure she gets my attention to the extent that we need to do that. couple of other reminders. Very important one here. Remember to wait until you're recognized. I'll say your first name. I don't think we have any duplicate names in this first names. Wait till you hear that. And it's particularly important here compared to in-person Certamen, because there are circumstances in which it may appear on your screen that you signaled ahead of someone else, and that's just a function of lag. When in fact on our screens it will show a different order. And so the rule is a very simple one. We will go by the order that appears on my screen. So wait until you're recognized to avoid taking any chances on that department. So for the audience, be quiet during the duration of the match. Keep your cameras off. We will do score checks at the usual times, 5, 10, 15, and 19. You're welcome to clap at those score checks using the Zoom reactions only. You can also type in any encouraging words you would like at that point in time. At the end of the round, you can turn on your cameras and mics from the audience. We will go ahead and read the Aurelia passage. If Aspen, will you go ahead and paste that into the chat box, please? Or I'll do it. Oh yeah, she's wasn't sure if you were there. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua in genti et equo suo. Tredicem ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectavant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurre quaepit. Eheu. Was that clear enough for everyone? All right. So other reminders, don't do anything that might be construed as consultation, including any sort of gestures or verbal or electronic communications with anyone else except to your teammates by voice over the Zoom or by Zoom chat when you're communicating on bonuses. Reminder to the coaches and the other audience members, there shouldn't be any exclamations about consultation or rules or procedures. If there is a question during a toss-up, you can use your voice to ask a question or raise your hand, some way get my attention. And then last couple of things to remember. Remember that we have discretion as moderators to make rulings during the rounds. If there is an issue, you're welcome to direct it to the Certamen chair, but please be polite and respectful of our judgment. We're certainly doing the best we can to give you guys a good Certamen experience in the midst of a very unusual set of circumstances. The captains of the teams, you all have already designated yourselves with an asterisk, so I appreciate that. Reminder on the bonuses that you can say whatever you want during the bonuses, except that once you say it's your final answer, that will be the answer that is taken for consideration. Similarly, if we prompt you to answer at the end of time in a bonus, then the next thing that you say is going to be your final answer, whether you designate it that way or not. Let me ask now if you all have any questions for me while we're waiting on the go ahead from Ms. Luongo. Well, cool. So take a deep breath and have fun. And I will, we're just going to take a few minutes and I'm going to wait on the official start from Ms. Luongo. And as soon as we have that, then we'll come back and play the round.
You gotta act. Okay, you.
Sorry, actually, a quick question. How will you be differentiating between like the toss-ups, toss-up 1, toss-up 2? Is there going to be a line? Are you going to indicate?
Yes, Aspen will paste a line in between the questions when we're ready to, once we complete the toss-up and bony for a particular question and we're done with that question, we will paste a line into the chat box. It's sort of the Zoom Certamen version of clearing the buzzers.
And can we ask for a question to be pasted into chat? And if so, what questions can we?
It will happen automatically for all bonus questions.
And toss-ups?
Not typically at this point in time. If there's a toss-up that includes words that are relevant to the bonus, then we've already made accommodations so that those will be pasted in when we paste the bonus questions. But at this point, we're not pasting the toss-up.
Okay.
So we just got to go ahead to start the round. So let's do a quick check to make sure that everybody's still here. Let me, if I can have all the New Hampshire players just type something in real quick so I know that you all are still here. And player 2 from New Hampshire. Okay, I'm not even going to click on that link because I can guess what it is. And Maryland, Sloan, are you here? Great. And then the Georgia players, if you all could let me know that you're still here. Okay, and I'll check in with my staff. Aspen, are you here?
Yep, ready to go.
Okay, David, I see you're here. Max, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Great. And then Mariah. Mariah, are you with us? Well, we were doing so well. Mariah, if you're here, if you're trying to talk, you're on mute. Well, sorry about that. Give me just a minute to let her rejoin. Check one more time. Mariah, are you with us? Okay.
Sorry, hi.
Oh, great. Okay. Sounds like we're good to go. Okay, so this is Novice Division Round 1. We are going to start with one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss-up practice. Which of the 12 Olympians ruled over the sea and was also, hold on, that was a whole bunch of you. The first one is Sarisa.
Poseidon.
Poseidon is correct. So this will be the first bonus for New Hampshire. Which of the 12 Olympians was in charge of craftsman, fire, and the forge, and also had a limp from being thrown from Olympus as an infant?
I think it's Vulcan, right, guys?
I think we should say Hephaestus.
Same thing. All right, go for it.
Sophia, we good? Sophia? All right, Hephaestus, final answer.
Hephaestus is correct. And your second bonus, which of the 12 Olympians was god of the sun and master of music?
Apollo, everybody good with that?
Yep.
Yep.
Sophia?
Yeah, okay.
Just-
you guys hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Apollo, final answer.
That is correct. That is 20 fake points for. Okay, so on that note, we are going to play for realsies this time. So good luck to all three teams, and we are starting with toss-up number 1 for Novice Division Certamen, round 1. Welcome to the virtual NJCL Certamen tournament. We understand that these circumstances are less than ideal. We appreciate your understanding in practicing safe social distancing and being ever vigilant for your well-being. We value your health above all else. In this vein, what state has as its motto, Salus Populi Suprema Lex Esto? Srisa.
Missouri.
Missouri is correct. This will be the first bonus for New Hampshire. Translate that motto.
Would that
All right, that would be let the welfare of the people be the law or the supreme law.
all right. Yeah, I agree with that. So final answer, let the health of the people be the supreme law.
Oh.
I'm sorry, repeat that, please.
Let the health of the people be the supreme law.
Yes, that's fine. And then your second bonus, what is the Latin and English for the motto of the state of Arkansas, which also refers to its people?
That would be Regnat Populus, the people rule.
Yeah, I agree with that. So final answer, Regnat Populus, meaning the people rule.
That's correct. That's 20 points for New Hampshire on question number 1. Moving on now to toss-up number 2 for any team. Who daringly rescued the Roman commander during a battle against Hannibal at Ticinus River, then survived the Battle of Cannae and defeated Hannibal at Zama? That's Srinidhi.
Scipio Africanus?
Yes, Scipio Africanus is correct. So this is a first bonus for Georgia Purple. Before he won at Zama, however, Scipio had to win in Spain. What was the first city that Scipio captured in Spain in 209 BC?
I think it's Corsica. Does anybody else know on my team?
I don't know.
No clue.
Okay, I'm going with Corsica, final answer.
No, it was Carthago Nova, or New Carthage. And your second bonus. At the battles of Campi Magni and Zama, Scipio received military aid from Massinissa, a ruler of what North African kingdom?
I don't know.
Then I guess we should put up a guess.
Do you know any places in North Africa?
Besides modern day countries, no. Maybe we could do Alexandria or something,
or Aegyptus.
Answer, please.
Alexandria, final answer.
No, that's not correct. We needed Numidia there. So that's a total of 10 points for Georgia Purple on question number 2. Moving on now to toss-up 3. What English word deriving from the Latin verb scire could fill in the blank of the following sentence? As a researcher, May's job is to add to humanity's body of blank knowledge. What English word? Sarah.
Scientific?
Yes, scientific is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. Dig a well before you are thirsty is an ancient blank. What English word deriving from a Latin noun meaning word could fill in that blank?
Word would be verb, so proverb? Proverb? I don't know how you pronounce it, but
Yeah, I think proverb makes sense. Everybody else agree?
Yeah.
Right. Proverb, final answer.
Proverb is correct. And your second bonus, during a quarantine, everybody is blank from each other. What English word deriving from a Latin noun meaning island could fill in the blank?
That's probably be like isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think isolated makes sense. Isolated, final answer.
Isolated is correct. We would have also taken insulated. That's a total of 20 points on question 3 for New Hampshire. Moving on now to toss-up number 4 for any team. Who accepted the sickle offered by his mother, Sophia?
Cronus?
Cronus is correct. Who accepted the sickle offered by his mother, Gaia, and agreed to castrate his father, Uranus? Cronus is correct. So first bonus for New Hampshire. After castrating his father, Cronus threw the severed parts into the sea. What goddess was born from the foam that arose from them?
This is Aphrodite, right?
I agree. All right, Aphrodite, final answer.
Aphrodite is correct. Your second bonus. 3 groups of beings were born from Uranus's blood when it fell on the earth. Name 2 of these groups.
Okay, I'm not too sure about this, but I think the giants were born from it, and I'm not sure what other group was. So, Teresa, if you have a guess.
I don't think it's the Giants. It's the Furies, and then it's the Furies and someone else, because the Giants were just straight up their children. I think it's the Furies
please.
and
Harpies? I don't remember anything yet.
Furies and the 100-handed ones.
No, Furies was correct, as was Giants, unfortunately.
Oh.
We could have accepted would have been the Melii or the Meliads. So that's a total of 15 points for New Hampshire on question number 4. So we're going to move on to question 5, after which we will do a score check. Toss-up 5. For the sentence, the good athlete won the contest, make the adjective bonus agree with the noun form atleta. That's Teresa.
Sorry, that would be just bonus.
Bonus works. We would have also accepted bona. It's a common gender word. And your first bonus for New Hampshire. Make the adjective bonus agree with the noun form corpus.
Also, corpus is neuter, so bonum.
Yep.
All right, bonum, final answer.
Bonum is correct. And your second bonus. Make the adjective bonus agree with the noun form euenum.
She'll be bonum. Wait, oh, no.
No.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
genitive.
Euenum is genitive. Euenum
Yeah.
is genitive plural.
Bonorum, yeah.
Yeah, bonorum, right?
Yep.
Okay, bonorum, final answer.
Bonorum is correct. That is a total of 20 points on question 5 for New Hampshire. So let's have a score check.
After 5 toss-ups, Maryland has yet to score, New Hampshire has 75, and Georgia Purple has 10.
Okay. We're going to move on now to question 6 for any team. Toss-up 6. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quae virgo ulixem sine vestimentis invenit in litore. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quae virgo ulixem sine vestimentis invenit in litore. Teresa?
Venus?
No, I'm sorry, Venus is not correct. So I've read the question twice. I'll call time. So we needed Nausicaa on that one. We would have taken either English or Latin. So no points for any team on question number 6. All right, moving on to toss-up number 7. Or actually, hold on, let's put a break in there, Aspen. Got it. Okay. Toss-up number 7 for any team. Who, long before he and his wife Caesonia were assassinated by Praetorians, grew up in the military camps of his father Germanicus, Teresa.
Emperor Caligula?
Yes, that's correct. Caligula is correct. The rest of the question was where he earned his nickname, meaning Little Boot. Bonus for New Hampshire. What tribune of the Praetorian Guard struck the first blow against Caligula?
All you, Teresa.
I'm assuming this is like Chirea, like Cassius Chirea, but I may be completely wrong. Anybody else have anything else?
No, I'd go with that. I think that.
All right, Cassius Chirea, final answer.
Cassius Kyrea is completely right. Your second bonus. Whom did the Praetorians find hiding in the palace and name as Caligula's successor?
Claudius, that would be.
Yeah, Claudius is right. Claudius, final answer.
Claudius is correct. That's 20 points for New Hampshire on question 1, or question 7, sorry. Okay, toss up number 8 for any team. Whose fright at seeing 2 snakes enter his crib? That is Srinidhi.
Iphicles?
Yes, that's correct. Sorry, the formatting was a little weird. The rest of the question was alleviated when his half-brother Heracles strangled him. Iphicles is correct. First bonus for Georgia Purple. What goddess is said to have sent the snakes to invade?
Hera, right?
Yeah, Hera.
Yeah, agree.
All right.
Hera, final answer.
Hera is correct. And your second bonus, what ally of Heracles was the son of Iphicles and his wife Automedusa?
It was that son that dipped this that shot the Hydra.
Do you know his name?
No.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, me neither.
I need your answer, please.
Yuri Themis.
No, we were looking for Iolaus for that one. So that's a total of 15 points for Georgia Purple on question number 8. Moving on to toss-up number 9 for any team. Adjacent to which 2 of Rome's 7 hills, known for their temples of Jupiter and Apollo, was Sarah?
Capitoline Hill.
Is that your complete answer?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Srisa? Oh, sorry.
We're on the same team.
Yeah, I got it. Srinidhi is next.
Aventine Hill.
Is that your complete answer?
No. Aventine Hill of Rome.
Sorry, that's incorrect. And Sloan?
I was going to guess Capitoline Hill.
Is that your complete answer?
That is my complete answer.
It was asking for 2 hills, the Capitoline and the Palatine. So it was adjacent to which 2 of Rome's 7 hills. So no points on question 9. So we're going to move on to question 10, after which we will do a score check at the half. Toss-up number 10 for any team. For the sentence, they want to travel to Italy, give a 2-word Latin idiom for to travel. We've got Srisa.
Iter facere.
Iter facere is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. What case is the word iter in the phrase iter facere?
That'd be accusative.
I second that.
Yep.
Sophia?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, accusative, final answer.
Accusative is correct. And your second bonus. Now translate that full sentence into Latin. They want to travel to Italy.
Okay, so this will be Italian because it's locative thingy, and then I'm not too sure how you would say want, but iter facere, and then you can put in the verb.
Yeah, it wouldn't be locative, I'm pretty sure, because it's not a little city, island or something. So
Yeah,
ad Italiam iter facere volunt.
No ad. It's just Italian, right? Wait a
No,
second.
to Italy. It's not locative. It doesn't do that.
Answer, please.
Okay, so ad Italiam iter facere cupiunt or volunt. Cupiunt.
Either one would have worked. That is correct. So that's a total of 20 points on question number 10. So let's take the halfway break and get a score check.
After 10 toss-ups, Maryland has yet to score, New Hampshire has 115, and Georgia Purple has 25.
Okay. We're going to keep rolling along then. Toss-up number... Aspen, let's go ahead and clear that. Sorry, I'm just going to... Oh, there we go. Okay. Toss-up number 11 for any team. Listen carefully to the following Latin passage, which I will read twice, then responde latine to the questions which follow. First reading. Aurelia erat in Aegypto cum suis duabus sororibus majoribus. Tredicem ludos Jois spectabant, ubi sorores multa crusta porci edebant. Aurelia autem malum edebat. I will repeat. Aurelia erat in Aegypto cum suis duabus sororibus majoribus. Tredicem ludos Jois spectabant, ubi sorores multa crusta porci edebant. Aurelia autem malum edebat. Your question. Quote ludos Jois Srisa.
Tradicum ludos?
Tradicum is correct, yes. Tradicum. The rest of the question was, quote, ludos Jois spectabant sorores. First bonus for New Hampshire. Quid sorores edebant?
So that would be multa crusta porca, right?
Yep.
All right, multa crusta porca, final answer.
That's correct, yes. And your second bonus? Quales erant sorores Aureliae?
Could you
I think that would be younger, right? So they're younger than her. So minores. Is that acceptable? Yeah, you think that's good?
I'm not sure. Wait, could you post the question, please? Wait, okay. Yeah, I guess we can go.
Just to let you know, the question's not in the chat, the bonus question.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it would be minor.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
Qualis around, okay, so that's nominative. Yeah, minores. Final answer?
No, it's Mayores is actually what we needed there. They were the older sisters there.
Oh.
So give me just a quick check, and I'm chatting with Aspen about something. Yeah, so I just realized that we actually should not have accepted your answer to bonus number 1. What you said was multa crusta porca. We could have accepted crusta porci, or we could have accepted porcum. So there was a mismatched form there. So my apologies for not catching that. So for question number 11, then at the end of the day, we have 10 points for New Hampshire. So on that note, we will move on to toss-up number 12. Toss-up 12. To what group of mythological characters do Euryale, Steno, Braden?
The Fates.
I'm sorry, the Fates is incorrect. Next, we have Sophia.
No, the Furies?
I'm sorry, the Furies is incorrect. And then finally, we have Sloane.
I was also going to say the Furies.
Okay, Gorgons is what we were looking for there. The last one, of course, being Medusa. So no points on question number 12. Okay, moving on. Toss-up number 13 for any team. Using the verb amo, say I was loving in Latin. Srisa.
Amabam.
Amabam is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. Using the verb sedeo, I used to sit in Latin.
So I think it's like it's just simple past, right? So like a seti. Or
Yeah, I think
Sophia,
it's
is it imperfect? Do you think it's imperfect?
I think you can go into. I'm not too sure about the third principle part, but I think that sounds right. Yeah.
Is it perfect or okay? I'm gonna say
Not that it matters that much. Yeah.
sedebam.
Sedebam is correct. And your second bonus, using the verb curo and only one Latin word, say I kept running in Latin.
Hey, if y'all don't have I have a guess. We could use Dio maybe. So I kept running would be,
Dio kukuri.
I kept running. Running would be action in the past, right? But that's
So imperfect.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I think Dio is probably the best guess we have there. And do you think we should go with imperfect?
Yeah, Dio Kureban.
Okay, yeah, Dio kurebam. Final answer.
Sorry, we just needed kurebam. Just the one word there. So that's a total of 15 points on question number 13.
The question said only one word.
Not only one other Latin word. That makes sense.
Yep.
That's odd.
Okay.
Phrasing.
So that is a total of 15 on question number 13. So moving on now to toss-up 14 for anybody. What Sabine man served as co-regent with, let's see, Srinidhi?
Titus Tatius?
Titus Tatius is correct. The rest of the question was co-regent with Romulus. So this is first bonus for Georgia Purple. Before he ruled with Romulus, Titus Tatius led an attack on Rome. Which Roman woman aided the Sabines in their attack in the hopes of getting a reward?
Tarpeia.
Yeah, that's correct.
Final answer. Tarpeia.
Tarpeia is correct, and your second bonus. Instead of being rewarded with valuable armbands, Tarpeia was thrown from which Roman hill?
I think it's the Tarpeian hill. Wait, no. It's like Tarpeian something.
Yeah, I think it's like Tarpeian Rock or Tarpeian Hill.
Yeah. I think it's Tarpeian Rock.
Okay. Tarpeian Rock, final answer.
You're right about the rock, but it was on the Capitoline Hill, which is what we were looking for there. That's a total of 15 points on question 14 there. So moving on to toss-up 15, after which we will do the three-quarter score check. From what Latin verb do we derive offer? From Srinidhi.
Pharaoh?
Pharaoh is correct. So first bonus for Georgia Purple. From what Latin noun do we derive the English word derivative?
I don't know.
Yeah. Could it be Via Road? That's probably wrong.
Wait, can you repeat? Oh, wait, oh, yeah, it's a noun. Okay.
What a noun?
Yeah, we as a noun. Okay, should we say it?
Sure.
Via
Your
Road.
answer?
Via Road, final answer.
Sorry, we needed rewus. And your second bonus. From what two Latin words do we derive centipede?
Okay,
Senti and pedal?
Ped is like foot.
Ped,
or
yeah, ped.
I don't know what foot is. Is it like pes?
Ped. Wait, no, it's pedis. Pedis is foot.
Pedis.
Okay.
Yeah, pedis and cantus.
Okay, so I'll defer to Daniel, I guess. Daniel, say the answer.
Cantus and pedis. Final answer.
You were close. It's kentum and pace. Pace is the word we needed there. So no points on the bonuses. So that's 10 points on question 15. So let's do the score check after 15.
After 15 toss-ups, Maryland has yet to score, New Hampshire has 140, and Georgia Purple has 50.
Okay. Moving on then to toss-up number 16 for any team. Who was the father of the following men? Cebriones, Troilus, Deiphobus, Helenus, and Srisa.
Like Priam?
I'm sorry, repeat please.
Priam of Troy?
Yes, that's correct. And Paris was the last name there. First bonus for New Hampshire. Who was the father of the following men? Straticus, Thrasymedes, Pisistratus, and Antilochus.
Yeah, we did this earlier. This is Nestor.
Yep.
Mhm.
So Nestor, final answer.
Nestor is correct. And your second bonus. Who was the father of the following men? Thersander, Almus, Ornithion, and Glaucus.
Glaucus is Corinth. Isn't it Sisyphus? It's Sisyphus, right?
Yeah, it's Sisyphus. Yeah, I think so.
All right, Sisyphus, final answer.
Sisyphus is correct. That's a total of 20 points on question 16. All right, moving on to toss-up 17 for any team. For the sentence, I wrote my friends 3 letters, give the correct form of the noun epistula. Srisa.
Epistulas.
Epistulas is correct. First bonus for New Hampshire. Give the correct form of friends for that same sentence. I wrote my friends 3 letters.
Krish.
That'd be amicus, right? Dative.
Dative. I agree.
Yep.
Sophia? Okay. Amicis, final answer.
Amicis is correct. And your second bonus, translate the full sentence from the toss-up into Latin, still using epistula. They had written me 4 letters. Well, that's a different sentence. So let's try that again. Translate this sentence into Latin using epistula. They had written me 4 letters.
Okay, so this will be scriptus, so scriptus, so scripsi errant, quator.
It's not passive. It's not passive. It's just scripseramus. I mean scripserant.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Yes, scripsi errant, mihi
So-
quator epistulas. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So final answer: mihi quatuor epistulas scripserant.
All correct. That is a total of 20 points on question number 17. Moving on to toss-up 18 for any team. Responde Latine. In qua parte vili cibus paratus est. Daniel.
In cosina.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Srisa.
In triclinio.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
In triclinio.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. And Sloan.
Intraclinium.
No, we actually needed Kulina. I wanted to make sure I heard the form correctly on the second one. I don't think there's any reason that it would be correct, but I'm going to check quick with Aspen.
Actually. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take a quick look at it later just to make sure, but for now we're not awarding credit for in triclinio.
Okay.
I tell you what, just on the off chance that that we might change our mind, let's. I want to go ahead and give you the bonuses. I don't think that's going to be accepted. I want to give you the bonuses just in the off chance we determine otherwise. So these are going to be provisional, but for now, there's going to be no points awarded for the question. But these are going to be provisional to New Hampshire because they gave the answer in question here. First bonus, in qua parte vili dormiwit puer aut puella.
Yeah, I'm
Sophia,
pretty
go ahead.
sure this is the triclinium or whatever.
No, it's the cubiculum. The triclinium is the dining room. I don't know what the question. If maybe I read the toss-up wrong. Maybe I understood it wrong. But this is the cubiculum. Cubiculum. Final answer.
A cubiculum.
No, it's cubiculo is what we needed for that one. And then the second one is bonus is in qua parte aperta vili erant columnae et flores.
Probably in atrio, maybe.
Flower.
Oh, columnite flowers. Wait, that's not.
Hortio. In Hortio.
Yeah, that makes more sense. In
Horto.
In Horto, yeah.
Yeah, Horto.
Horto, my bad, yeah.
Final answer. In Horto.
Horto works fine by itself. For now, there's no points awarded on question 18. You'll see the score update if in the I think unlikely event we change our mind on that one, but we'll check it out for you.
Would it be possible to repeat the toss-up, or is that not allowed? I mean,
No,
not to like
I'll
answer
read it.
again, just like paste it. Or...
Yeah, I got it. It was in qua parte vili cibus paratus est.
Oh, okay.
So no points on that one for now. We'll move on to toss-up number 19 for any team. Identify the two-word phrase that expresses location in the following Latin sentence. Medica quae in foro docet. Sophia.
In foro?
In foro is correct. The rest of the question, it was medica quae foro docet cum discipulis maximo studio ambulavit. First bonus, in that same sentence, identify and translate the two-word phrase that expresses an ablative of accompaniment.
Could you paste the sentence in as well?
We will do that.
Thank you.
Hang on just a second.
Go ahead, Krish.
That'd be cum discipulis.
I agree, Sophia.
Yep, agreed.
Sarah?
Yep.
Cum discipulis, final answer.
Cum discipulis is correct. And your second bonus, in that same sentence, identify the case and the reason, that is the use, of Maximo Studio.
Okay, so I'm thinking.
Wait, sorry. Got to go back for a second. I needed more information on the answer to the first bonus.
Ablative of accompaniment, cum discipulis, final answer.
Sorry, it was identify and translate the two-word phrase in that first one. So it was cum discipulis with the students there. So going back to the second bonus, which I'll repeat. In that same sentence, identify the case and the reason, that is the use of Maximo Studio.
That'd be ablative in like manner.
Yeah, that's agreed.
Ablative of manner. Case and reason. Okay, so this time it's not translated. It is case and reason. Ablative of manner. Final answer.
Ablative of manner is correct. And so that is a total of 15 points on that one. And sorry for the confusion on the first one. Okay, so let's do a score check at after 19, and then we'll do the last question.
Before the final toss-up, Maryland has yet to score. New Hampshire has 195, and Georgia Purple has 50.
Okay, so this is the last question, and good luck to all teams. We'll move on now to toss-up number 20 for any team. Translate into English, nunc tacere est bonum. Teresa.
Now to be quiet is good.
That's correct. Your first bonus. Translate into English. Omnes donum capiunt.
Go ahead, Krish.
They all want or desire a reward or reward.
I think it's just gift, right? Reward is premium.
Oh yeah.
Sophia?
For Capio, would it be they all capture or something like that? Because does
It's
it mean
Cupio, I think.
Wait.
It's Capio. You're right.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
all capture the gift.
Or seize. They all seize the gift.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. No, we should say capture. We should say capture.
Answer, please.
So final answer, they all capture the gift.
That works fine. And your second bonus, translate into English. Laudamus bona dona.
Krish?
We praise the good gift.
I think it's plural. Good
Yeah.
gifts.
Oh, damn. Yep.
Sarah, we good?
Yep.
All right. So final answer, we praise good gifts.
Sorry, repeat.
Okay, I'll just type it into the chat if that's okay with you.
Sure. That's correct. Yeah, I couldn't hear good the first time around, but I think you probably said it. Okay, that's correct for 20 points on number 20. And let's have the final score, please.
At the end of the round, Maryland did not score, New Hampshire had 215, and Georgia Purple had 50.
Okay, well, good job, everyone, and good luck in the next few rounds.
Thank you for moderating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will paste a link so you can see the scores that are coming in for the other rounds in case you're curious there. So we'll paste that into the chat here in just a second. There you go. But yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you. Good game, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
And on that note, for those of you that are watching on the live stream, I am going to